All right, so I owe you guys an update on how bodybuilding is going. My name is Jay Cruz. You are watching a Threefold Fitness. So it has been 5 weeks officially doing this bodybuilding program with Austin, my brother, also my coach. A few things that he has me do is send him a daily workout videos to kind of show him exactly what it is that I'm doing and how I'm lifting, since he can't be here with me locally. What he does is has me basically record whatever it is that I'm doing, and then I send it to him. What he does with those videos then is he sends me a cool little package of the video playing, and he has a little video of himself up in the corner, kind of just like talking me through it as if he was there with me. And he says, hey, here's what's good on this lift, here's what's good on that lift, here's what you can do better on this lift. Oh, hey, maybe put your hands higher so that you can activate your muscles better, change the degree of your back. So there's a lot of tips that he gives when doing all of these exercises and after I give him the videos. Like it's as if he was actually there with me, but I don't have to have, someone there like slowing you down or like you being like self-conscious in the moment. So I send those off to him every single day, or not every single day. Most of the time it's when I'm doing a new lift or when I need some further explanation on like whatever it is that I'm doing. If I'm not confident in my lift, I will send it to him and then he will give me feedback on it. The other thing he's had me do is the first 2 weeks actually of these 5 weeks, it's been like intuitive eating. So I get to eat whatever I want, but within reason. And I kept my macros basically at 40, 40, 20. So that would be 40 protein, 40% carbs, and 20% fat. And I was eating around 2,600 calories day to day. I have a really hard time eating. Eating is not my forte. I don't like eating, and then eating clean on top of that and trying to get in 3,000 calories it's nearly impossible. My day has to start at like 6:30. I eat something then I eat something else at 9, then I eat something else at 12, then 3, then 6, and then maybe 9. So I have to spread my meals out a long way because I can't eat a whole lot in one sitting. So eating has been a difficult task for me. The first time I gained weight, I want to say 27-ish years old. I started at 155 and I got all the way up to like 210 in 4 months. And the way I did it then, I ate out twice a day. I had like 12 eggs a day. I drank like 2-3 different protein shakes in the same day. So I was easily getting 4,000 calories and I blew up. I mean, I got big really fast. But I got big and I gained a lot of fat with it. So my goal this time is not to gain all of that fat, it's to do it as clean as possible. And it's been really hard because eating that much food is nearly impossible. The other thing I have to do with Austin is send him a weekly update. And the weekly update has my current weight and my previous week's weight. It has my blood glucose level, it has my resting heart rate, and then has other things that kind of give him a gauge on how I'm doing. So it asks me mentally, how am I doing for the week? How am I sticking to my protocols? Am I doing my cardio, which is 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day, which is about an hour of walking. And I'll tell you, that's actually difficult to do unless you plan everything. So far I've learned that discipline and planning out your entire day, whether it be eating, working out, steps, and just sending the updates, all the things, it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of discipline. So if you're not disciplined, don't even try it. It doesn't matter whether you're below 40 or over 40, discipline is the name of the game. And one of the other things on the questionnaire is it's asking about my mental health. And so every single week I sent it back to him saying, hey, my mental health is fine. So the first 4 weeks of the 5 weeks, I said, oh, mentally, I've been doing just fine. Everything's A-okay. This past week though, like when I sent him, actually today was the day that I sent him my 5th week update. And man, I'll be honest with you, I just felt like I was making no progress. I was looking at my progress photos that I send to him, and I'm just kind of like, man, I feel like I should be further along. So I sent him that update. And so him, being the good coach that he is, sends it back to me and tells me, no, here's the things that you're doing good, and here's how far you've come. So he took my first photo, my second photo, put them side by side, sent them back to me, and was like, hey, look it, you're much wider here, your waist has come down, and just gave me compliments on how I was doing. And then when I really looked at it, I was like, okay, wow, for 5 weeks, Yes, I'm not where I want to be, and obviously I shouldn't be, because it took me 5 months to gain all the weight last time, and it's only been, a month, just over a month. So I had to have realistic goals or realistic expectations, I would say. But I definitely have made a lot of gains within a short period. So here's the 3 things that I would say everybody needs, and that if you're trying to do this, that you need and that you should be doing. You should have a proper diet plan, and either somebody makes it for you or you make it for yourself. Have a good exercise plan, so don't just go in there and do whatever you want. And then absolutely have an accountability and someone to encourage you. I've done it before on my own, and it was kind of easy because the people around me saw me like blow up real quick, and so they were kind of like my accountability. But now at this point in my life, people just like expect me to be in shape. So like there's nobody like, I don't get the same recognition that I used to. So now it's like I have to have somebody to keep me accountable and to coach me and do better. Everybody needs a coach, even coaches need coaches. And that's why Austin himself has a coach. The mental aspect of this is a lot bigger than people think, and it takes a lot of mental fortitude to get through this and to continue to do it, because at this point I didn't want to quit, but I was just kind of like discouraged. So good on you, Austin, for being a good coach and just giving me that comparison, that side by side. So one of the other things that I'll show you right now is kind of the exercise plan. The exercise plan for me has been way different than I would normally do. I would normally just, lift, and I would have some sort of progressive overload. I would lift more weight, or I would lift more reps, but I rarely in my entire lifting career has ever changed the tempo. So this was the first time I had a tempo change, and the whole point of the tempo change, so 3 seconds on the 3 seconds on the eccentric portion of the lift, and 2 seconds on the concentric portion of the lift, and then a pause at the top and bottom. It has helped me feel the actual muscle that I'm trying to use so much more. And that's, if you're trying to shape your muscle and you're trying to make it a certain size and trying to make it bigger and pump blood directly into it, that's the way you do it. You have to feel that muscle and not just go through the movements. There's a lot of people that are athletic, a lot of people that are strong, but in order to bodybuild, you have to engage the specific muscle. So all that said, is the type of weightlifting I've been doing now is very specific towards certain muscle groups. My back is lagging, so he has me doing a lot more back movements, and I'll say that has been the biggest improvement that I've had so far. And again, that's why you have a coach, because they look at you and say, hey, here's what you need to do better. But I love it, and I have had to go way less in weight in order to just like fully engage the muscle and lift for that amount of time. So before it would be like, a 1.5 second lift and a 1.5 second let down, and it was still controlled, but it was not nearly as much time under tension. This is the most time under tension I've ever had for any lifts, and it's been working. I don't know any other way to do it now. So this is the way to do it in order to get the results that I'm looking for. I believe that's all there is for the first update. I am excited for the results. It's been going so much better than I thought it would be. And I'm glad that I started it, because the older you get, the harder it becomes. So I'm doing it while I'm still young. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out. I will see you guys in the next video update.